wake up in fear moments every day of my life, every day of my life.
Now everyone should be able to hear me, and if I do this, I think everyone should be able to hear you, Jordy. Want to say hello?
Hello.
There he is. He's working now. Cool. Okay. So, everyone, welcome. He's here. After all the years of anticipation, all the build-up, all the hype, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Jordy Jordan, better known as Wings of Redemption, on the internet. How are you today, sir?
I am doing well.
Just to start off, I'm just curious, all right? And this is just a good way, I think, to break the ice. Why did you decide, out of all these years that people have asked us to do something together, that this would be the right time to do it? Like, why are you coming on today?
You asked me to. You asked me originally back in March of this year,
Mhm.
and I wasn't in a good headspace. Like I was. Well, let's go and talk about that. We had
Sure.
fat camp. We had fat camp that happened, and like there was this incident where like I knocked my wife over onto a table while I was upset at Keemstar, and whatever it is, whatever people say aside, what ended up happening, right? I thought a 6'5", dude was holding me back, and I used a level of force I shouldn't have used because I thought it was going to be like a 250-pound man, and it wasn't. It was my wife, and I regret that to this day, right? Like I never wanted to do that and that kind of stuff, but there was this whole creeping dread that, and I was just in a bad headspace real for a long time. I went through a period of like 2 months of depression. I put on 40 pounds of weight, and all I did was like just sleep and just do what I had to do to make sure the light bill, because the light company don't take hugs, right?
That's correct.
And that was basically my whole fucking life for a while. And like you looked at that as me like, oh, blowing you off because I don't need you at that point. And then I went back to locale, which I didn't want to go back to locale. I did it because one, everybody wanted me to do it. Two, a guy that I respected asked me to do it, which is Tommy. I respect Keemstar as well. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't not respect Keemstar, but like Tommy's always been a straight shooter. He's always been a true friend that had no like stipulations or no like aspirations of like my time or my personal gain or anything like that. So he asked me to do it. So like, all right, I'll give it another shot. Which I quit. I've already quit again. Because like
Just
I wasn't
recently, right?
happy.
It was just like 2-3 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah. I just wasn't happy with it. It's mentally. To me, I have authority issues, and I hate having a boss. I'd rather make less money without a boss than go and have somebody tell me to clean the toilet. I've never been me. People say, "Oh, your Twitch reflexes go first." No, that's not true. I still have fighter jet reflex. I have 175 millisecond response time on like my hand-eye coordination. That's fighter jet pilot reflexes. Probably is my eyesight's going.
Guys like you and me, it's all casual shit. We have no aspirations. I have no aspirations to go to the nationals for Street Fighter and win. You have no aspirations to join a fucking esports team and fly across the world and play in a tournament. You know what I'm saying?
I've done it before. It's not fun.
I think when Call of Duty comes out, that's where you excel, right? Like that's your game. Even though I know you say you hate it, I think you have to admit you're so good at it that when you play it, you can get into that zone and you can get those kill streaks. You know what I mean?
Weren't you in the Lummox video the other day saying that my hand-eye coordination's gone and I'm fat and I got cloudy brain?
I didn't say that. I didn't say cloudy brain. I don't even know if I said your hand-eye coordination is gone.
You're talking about boxing.
Oh, boxing. Well, boxing's a whole different thing. But it has nothing to do with that either. We're talking about like a fight between you and me is what the discussion was. Is that you? Yeah. Okay, let's get into this discussion because this is something I want to talk about for sure. All right, Jordy, you get baited so bad all the time by everyone around you. And I don't think you realize how bad it is. Or maybe you do and that you're rolling with it. I don't know.
I'd go through this far. I think you're watching highlights.
Oh, of course. I'm not watching the whole raw stream.
Yeah, I stream like 4 hours a day usually. So it's like that's 30 hours a week where people clip like a 30-second section of my stream and they just put them all together.
And that's exactly what they do to me. And then they act like that was the whole stream, right? And it's bullshit. It's not, because there was one asshole in my chat who I lashed out at because they were being an asshole. Doesn't mean that's what I do all day, but that's how they portray me. And they do exactly the same thing to you. Okay. But the point I'm making here is I'm not saying it happens constantly. What I'm saying is people will say something to you and you take that bait and you run with it. Like, for example, people asking you about fighting me, right? Like, you're going to fight DSP. Would you beat DSP in a fight? Why would you even entertain that? Because no matter how you respond, that's going to be clipped. That's going to be thrown on the internet as a negative. They're going to send it to me. They're going to say, see what he said about you? And they're going to try to get drama stirred up. And
Well,
so,
publicity, all publicity is good publicity.
well, yes and no. Like, I'll agree to that to some extent. But, like, for example, let's talk about the whole fight thing between you and me. All right.
Mhm.
So I'm 5'10". No, excuse me. I'm 5'11". You're 6'4".
6
You,
foot one. No,
oh, you're
6 foot.
6'1"? I thought you were 6'4".
Even. 6 foot even.
So, so you're 6 foot even, and I'm 5'11".
Yeah.
So we're about the same height. You
Yeah.
weigh way more than me. I mean,
430.
wow. So I just weighed myself a couple weeks ago, and I was 188. All right, and that's
Yeah.
my new weight. That's because I've been losing weight and I'm working out and everything.
What was the
back
heaviest
down
you
to
ever got to?
around like 245 was about my heaviest. And I don't know,
45.
dude. I have no fucking clue how you do it because when I was at 245, I was like, I'm miserable.
It's
I couldn't exist.
fucking miserable. Like, and I know 245 is not bad. 245 is actually my dream weight. Like, I'd be happy with 330 right now. If I was 330, I'd be able to beat the world. But like, Tony, it's so miserable.
No,
It,
and
it,
just for me, my fucking knees. There was one day I was 245. This is when I had my office job. Okay, I opened the car door in the parking lot. I put my leg down. I go to stand up. My fucking knee pops, and all the tendons in my leg shooting fucking pain. I'm like, oh my god, I'm just standing up, and it's fucking like this all the time. And I don't know how you do it. You must have incredible amount of like pain resistance. Maybe you phase it out in your mind. You know how you can do that. You just don't think about it and it fucking goes
oh.
away. Because I would never be able to do that
You say
shit.
you lift weights now, right? You lift weights.
Yeah.
You ever
Mhm.
picked 100 pounds up?
Oh, of course I have.
Yeah. Could you do 2?
Could I do 2? Yeah, but not for more than like 1 or 2 reps. That'd be it.
So like my life is picking 2 of those up every time I stand up.
Yeah. Jesus.
Every time I stand up, every time I want to go for a walk, every time I want to fight somebody, I'm carrying 200 extra pounds around.
My God. All right, so getting back on topic, because we did get derailed there. The topic of you and me fighting, right? So I don't even know how it
Okay.
came up on your stream. I really have no clue who brought it up or whatever. But someone bait you
I know.
into this comment. Okay, so how did it happen? How did someone bring it
Somebody
up?
came to my comment and said Phil was on a Lummox video stating that he would knock you out in 1 round. That's what it came to
Nope.
me.
Of course that never happened.
Yeah.
Here is my perspective. Okay. You and me in a ring. We square up. Immediately what I do is I step away from you and I never let you touch me because I have stamina. I can just dance around you. I don't know if I'd be able to effectively strike you or hit you, but I'm going to tire you out. You're never going to be able to hit me. Even if you come at me, I'm just going to step aside until you're beat, you're tired, and then that's it.
Well,
I already
the only
won.
issue is that is I've actually trained in boxing and I know how to cut the ring off.
Well, there you go. And I don't have any boxing skill whatsoever. But
Yeah.
obviously, if we were to fight, I would train. I would learn all that shit. And we,
'Cause, like,
but that was the point.
As a fat motherfucker, Phil, you don't fight the skinny guy out in the living room. You fight him in the bathroom.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
You play to your strengths, and that would be your
Yeah.
strength is you have insane size on me, and you can just overwhelm me if you get close enough to me. Exactly right. But anyway, that's the point. Someone, I don't know how it came up, but someone was like, "Oh, like Wings would beat up DSP." I'm like, "No, Wings would never hit me. If we were actually in a real fight and we were training, Wings would never hit me. I would never allow him to get close enough to me before he would gas out, and that would be the end of the fight, right?" But that's all I said. I never said I would knock you out. I never said anything like that. But this is what these people do. They take the
Mhm.
comment, they twist it. They turn it into something, and now, let's get these guys to be angry at each other. Let's get these guys to talk shit about each other, that they want to fuck each other up in a fight and shit like that. And I hate to say it, it's not just your trolls, dude. It's everyone around you. At least from what I've seen. And again, I'm watching highlights. You're correct. I'm not seeing this. I'm not seeing the whole picture. But dude, there's been times your moderators say fucked up
Mhm.
stuff about you, about me, about others. They are 1,000,000% goading you into making that clippable content. They are content farming you. And I don't think that you're aware of that. Case in point, this just happened on a stream a few days ago. Your moderators are telling you that my wife left me. Okay. And you're like, oh, she did? Oh, she did. That makes sense. Dude, my wife didn't leave me. We're happy. We're actually happier than we've been in a long time. I just don't put her in my content. So the detractors are like, well, she must have left. Let's make a negative out of this. And then they spread that on the internet and they tell, oh, let's have through the grapevine, this and that. Next thing you know, now it's like a meme. Phil's wife left him. No, she didn't. But now you hear it
It's
from your
not.
mods and you believe it. And then you
It's not
talk
the.
about it.
I figured your wife was going through the same thing mine's going through. Well,
What's that?
not the same exact thing. Like my wife recently put some weight on, and she
Mhm.
doesn't want to be on camera anymore. But the reason she put weight on is because my wife had thyroid cancer, so like she has to have all these concoction of medications to like replicate what her thyroid used to do for her because it got cut out to get the cancer out of her body. and like her medicine messed up recently, and it's affected her metabolism, and she gained like 20 pounds, right? And she's unhappy with herself. And I'm sure your wife, because we everybody can see that Kat has gained weight since she got married to you,
Of
right?
course. I mean, it was a
Of
given
course,
just seeing the
yeah,
2
yeah,
times that she
yeah.
really
But and I'm
appeared.
certain, and all women are a little vain, and they don't want to be seen in a negative light. And I'm sure that's the same effect, right?
Jasper Kitty. Actually, so here's let me put it this way because I've explained it to my audience, but this is a great opportunity to get it out there so that people kind of understand because I think a lot of people don't understand. For guys like you and me, all right, we put ourselves out on the internet every single day, right? We're open to scrutiny, we're open to trolling, but we do it on purpose. This is our job, right? It's our job to make the money. So we're doing that every day. But there's people out there who they're not used to that level of scrutiny. They're not used to that level of uh, criticism, trolling, childish insults. All right. Nor should they be. You know, most people who don't stream, don't make videos on the internet have never even experienced that kind of level of bullying like we see every day. We're kind of immune to it because we've been seeing this for how many years? But my wife, she doesn't know about that world. All right. Now she knows about it because she sees it happen to me on stream every day, but she doesn't experience it. And so back when she moved in with me in 2018, it was actually our intention originally that we were going to do some content together. Maybe like once a month we do a Q&A video with the audience and we'd hang out and have, fun conversation with them. And then maybe she would do some gameplay. And this culminated in 2018's Halloween special. She dressed up in a Halloween costume along with me. And we were doing the stream together playing Silent Hill. And the trolls came by and they said such vile, disgusting things about her on that stream that she literally saw it in a chat, shut down completely. Like she couldn't help it. It's just a natural reaction. She just shut down. Off stream, we took a break. She's like, I can't do this. She's like, I thought I could. I thought I was built for it. I'm not. I don't want to be in your content if this is how it's going to be. This is like really messed up. What's going on? I said, I completely understand. And I did the rest of that marathon by myself, despite the fact that it had been planned to be both of us on there. She
Hmm.
didn't even appear in my content until 2024 again. Wife and everything. You tell everybody everything, right? Like, I don't tell anyone shit because I've been through this
No,
already. I
I
had a
don't tell everybody
previous.
everything. Like a lot of people are surprised recently that own cows.
That's just one case where people like your mods or your viewers or trolls or whoever it is, they come to your streams and they say something. And they're like, here it is. And you're like, oh, really? And then you start commenting on it. And next thing you know, you believe it and everyone believes it. It's not true. And this happens a lot in your content. They goad you into stuff. Oh, Phil said he's going to beat you up. I never said that, but that's what they want you to believe. And now they've got the clip. They've got that piece of information they want to run and make their videos from. And listen, they do it to me too. They do. They do it
Mhm.
to me too. They get my goat too sometimes. But I think it's kind of a thing with you where that's one of the reasons
Well,
why they
I
latch
try not to
onto
be
your stuff.
boring. Try not to be boring.
So so you're saying sometimes it's intentional. You'll give them that
Yes.
because you think
Well,
it's
100%.
interesting.
Like the whole Aldi's thing I created was intentional.
Was that the thing where you said that you had stock in something that you can't hold stock in or something like that?
Yes. Yes.
And they bit
The
they
the
bit
whole
they bit right into it.
they bit right into it. Like I it's a close because I'm like, listen, guys, Aldi's, we're about to go into a recession. The economy is not in the best of shape right now. The tariffs are going to kick in. People are going to go to the low market grocery stores, and places like Aldi's is going to go up because people can't afford Food Lion or Publix anymore. Like they're going to go to the cheap grocery store. So you should buy stock in Aldi's right now because it's only going to go up. And everybody's like, you can't buy stock in Aldi's. It's like, of course you can't, motherfucker. But guess what? I know you're here. I know you're lurking. Now I can ban your bitch ass because everything I've noticed about trolls is they're all fucking crypto bros. Every one of them's a crypto bro, and they're all like stock market, Wall Street bets kind of guys. They're all this like human incel incarnate. Like I bet their fucking room has a tangible barrier of smell, right? Because they don't take fucking baths.
It's like, oh, to talk shit and harass someone online just like gives them, it doesn't. It doesn't matter. It's all bullshit.
They create this hive mind, right? And they create this network and they create a narrative. Like the narrative of me is like I'm this fat, ragey person that is the scum of the fucking earth. Like if I did everything that my trolls accuse me of doing, I'd be in jail. I'd be in fucking
Mhm.
jail. I'd be in jail for the rest of my life. But the problem I have with it is it creates this community, and this community indoctrinates people into hating you. And all it takes is one sick person that isn't clicking all up here in the brain to go do something to somebody. Like I put somebody in jail. Like I put one of my trolls in jail for 8 years
Wow.
from swatting because they swatted me. And it's like, dude, you cost Horry County Police like $400,000. You don't think there's going to be a case opened up about this? So like I went out and bought Dark Souls 2, and now I have 5,000 hours into the series, and people don't
Wow.
watch me play them anymore because I'm so good at them. But Dark Souls is my depression game. When I'm starting into my Dark Souls age, that's when I'm like not mentally there. And my stream is dubbed Depression Souls, but like it's the game I can play because it keeps your brain active just enough so you
Yeah.
don't think about anything else in life.
And I
You
was
ever feel like a
bad at
failure?
that. Do I ever feel like a failure?
Yeah, because like when my viewers are down like that, I'm
Mhm.
like, my shit's not growing. I've been doing this shit 19 years. Like, because I'm always afraid of like one day I'm gonna wake up and people just don't show up when I click start streaming.
Your
Like,
your level of success, Jordy, I believe you tie it to views. I truly believe this. Like you think if more people are watching you, that's a good thing. I disagree. I actually think it's about engagement and positivity and having a community that cares about the content you're putting out enough that they will support it, not that they will just watch it to laugh at you. So why do I give a shit about what my restreamers, my clippers, and what they want? I'm done feeding the trolls. And I think that's something that's tough for you because you still see yourself as it's all about views, it's all about getting that attention at any cost. But who cares what attention you're getting if it doesn't benefit you? You know what I'm
because
saying?
I felt like I was on the cusp of breaking out multiple times and my trolls stopped it. Like Battlefield 1 came out and I was not the biggest person on Twitch at the time of Battlefield 1, but I was number 1 to 3. I had 1,500 viewers every stream. People would come in that I'd never seen before, and that's when you know when new people come in that don't know anything about you. That's oh, it's like okay, and then that got shut down because they started doing the conga line shit. I don't know if you ever heard the conga line. It's where people will join session and throw smoke grenades at your feet, and it's like they'll follow you around. They'll ruin every game you
Oh, they
get
fuck
into.
with you. Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Happens to me
So
too in
like
Call of
you
Duty.
can't win because there's 10 people on your team following you around throwing smoke grenades at you. So like it's pointless to play at this point. There's no reason to play it. I might just sit here and talk to you because like you can't physically play the game.
Right.
And then the Rainbow stuff happened. And Rainbow, like I was very successful Rainbow on Twitch, and I had 1,200 viewers. I'd start the stream up, I'd instantly have 800 viewers, and I was about to get they had these little charms that you would get in game that you could put on your gun. I was about to get
Hmm.
that, so like that's $20,000-$30,000, right? Because if you use your Amazon
Oh,
Prime
wow.
on my Twitch account, you got it in game, right? So if you were subscribed to my Twitch channel, you get this charm in game. So like that's like a $20,000 or $30,000 paycheck for me, right? Trolls got wind of this. So they went back and they like I said a bunch of stupid shit on PK. Back in the day, you were young,
Yep.
you didn't really know shit. Like
Yep.
it's fucking internet. Let's fuck around. Let's just talk about like we're talking like we're boys and shit like that. Said a lot of dumb shit. So they clip it and they take it and they send it to all my ad guys. So like if I ever want ad revenue, it all goes away. And they did this Rainbow. Oh, now all of a sudden I'm out of the charm program.
Yeah.
Out of the charm program. It's like okay.
I hear you.
Then I got kicked off Twitch shortly after that. And now I'm over here on YouTube and my 1,200 viewers all of a sudden became 400.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, now every donation I get, I don't get the full amount. I get 70% of the full amount. It's like, okay.
For me, mobile games have literally never been more than just a way to have something passively relaxing to do in the background. I never sit here and I'm like, I'm going to play WWE Champions for 4 hours straight right now. It's never happened. I'll do that, but something else is going on. Or, you know what I mean?
I don't knock people for spending money in games because like people spend money to entertain themselves all the time. Like that's not a knock I have. I'm just curious about the mindset that people have to be in there because people go to the bar and drink fucking $200 away. I don't give a fuck if you do that or you want to buy the new skin on Rainbow, whatever it is, whatever makes you happy in life. We're here for a short time, not a long time. Like nothing we do actually ever fucking matters. In a long enough timeline, Hitler disappears, right?
Eventually.
I'm just saying, eventually, it's like I bet there's like if I ask you right now, like Chinese dictator names from like the 16th century,
Right.
most
No
people
one
don't know who they are.
Right.
A bit, long enough time, like everything goes away. But I just find it funny is like you said you play him passively
Mhm.
and you do all this stuff and you ever I always feel like failure is a recipe for success. And I've looked at your record and it's something like 2,000 some wins and like 17 losses or something like that. Some very obscure number. I don't know the exact numbers, but like it's very lopsided. You have like a 95% win rate or something
Oh,
like
in the
that.
in the game, like the game's
Yeah.
matches and stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
do you know why? Because in the game you just cheat.
Yeah, but
All
did
you
you get
gotta
caught
do-
up in like did you
Let's
get caught
say-
up in camaraderie and stuff like that?
Let-
Because you're in
let-
clans.
Oh, yeah. So if you're playing the game and you're about to lose a match, you close the app and it doesn't count.
Oh, so you're a plug puller. Oh,
Yeah,
I hated you
that's-
in Mortal
yeah.
Kombat.
It's been like that since day one. Like in that game, all mobile games are like that too. Like if you're about to get fucked, you just, whoop. Oh, fuck you. It does. Yeah. But in that game, wins and losses don't matter. Like no one ranks against it or
No,
anything.
what you
It's not a
just
competitive
said
game.
is low tier God's entire career.
That's right. But the difference is I do it as a casual thing for fun on the side. I'm not like, putting videos out of that shit and and promoting, "Oh, that's how you should do." I never do that shit when I play a fighting game or, I play it out in that case. I think that's the right thing to do. I'm not going to ruin someone's record or fuck them out of points or whatever, because I pulled the plug there. Mobile game, who gives a fuck, right? Um, but yeah, no,
I
here's
mean,
the thing. I will say this. Back in the day, I spent a lot more. Admittedly, I spent way too much. I've already talked about this till I was blue in the face. I, you know,
I
I,
know, but
I
you asked me
spent
to
too
ask
much.
anything.
Oh yeah,
That's what I'm
it's fine.
curious
I take
about.
no offense whatsoever at this. I spent too much money. I was out of control. I went through a bankruptcy, right? I went through all this stuff. I am much better today. Do I still
Well,
spend money on
before
mobile
we skim
games
over it,
today? Oh, go ahead.
uh, was being a part of the clan part of it? Like you wanted to keep up with the boys and be the and be the powerful unit. Like, because I figured that was part of it because you were in a clan in the
Yeah.
game. I'm like, these guys are counting on him to be this strong all the time. And did you like that aspect of it? Is that what helped you spend? Because like there was a period. This is going to be bad. It's going to sound bad, right? There was a
Oh
period where
boy.
you were having back taxes
Hmm.
problems, and you did this fundraising stream, and I want to say it was $10,000,
No, I
right?
never
That
raised
you
$10,000. Never.
that might have been the number you were aiming for, but you whatever it is, but you got like $4 or $5,000 on this fundraising stream, and then that night you spent like $1,000 on WWE champions,
I
and I'm
I
like,
have
what?
no idea if that's true or not. I doubt it. That's probably what they said.
I'm like, what makes this person make this choice? And that's the curious thing about. I don't care about all the things like, all right, you get $5,000. I need to pay I'm using fake numbers here. Don't look at the numbers as like actual
Mhm.
numbers. You get X amount of money here. You owe the IRS this amount of money. What makes you make the choice of taking this money and putting it in a third party, which is WWE champions? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, what makes that concept?
You're
It's like,
basically you're what you're asking me is
like
it
why
the
are you
level
not paying the rent?
exactly. Is it the level of addiction where even though I know that there is hardcore bad consequences that I can't stop, that I would still blow
Right.
the money on it? At one point it was. I'll tell you that outright. Actually, with WWE Champions, it was bad. And there was another game too that I've talked about, WWE Supercard, that I played before WWE Champions. And that one was even worse, actually, where I was dumping money into it. Like you had to pay $700 to even like participate properly in an event. I'm not kidding. It was
Mhm.
that bad. Like to get a stupid Hulk Hogan card. It was like, you had to keep dumping money, dumping money, dumping money to play in the event. It was insane. So you knew anyone who had the card was basically dumping insane amounts of money into this game. It was the only way to do it. In regards to the clan aspect, yes and no. Like, if you're in a clan or if you're in a group or whatever it's called in one of these games, yeah, you're communicating about the game, you're talking, your clan is pumping you up. Yeah, we got to get the new character, we got to play, we got to do this. At the same time, there's a lot of like, you feel like responsibility because now when you've spent so much, they expect you that you're going to be the one who's going to spend again, who's going to get that character and you're going to play that event and it's going to help out your clan or whatever it is for the next event. And if you don't, it's not like anyone could get angry at you for not doing it, but it just becomes a thing. It's just something you do, right? It's just what I'm doing. But like I said, that was many years ago. And I don't do that shit anymore. Like I've been done with that for many years of overspending like that and going crazy.
Mm.
I do still play mobile games. And by the way, it's not WWE champions all the time. There's a few other games I casually play from here to there. Do I spend money on them? Yes, I do. It's my money. I have a right to. But I'm not stupid. I'm not doing what I used to do where it's out of control and there's addiction involved.
Do
And
you
that's why I warned my viewers about this. When I played the game last year on streams, I was like, guys, we're gonna do this pull, right? I'm going to show you the odds of actually getting something good in a mobile game. You're going to see firsthand. I'm going to spend the money to show you. Let this be a learning lesson for you that you don't fall into this level of addiction. You're doing this shit because this is going to fuck you up. You could end up in a horrible financial position because of dumb things you did.
well,
My
there's other
bankruptcy.
consequences too.
Go ahead.
Do you think it's ever affected in your interpersonal relationships?
In regards to what? Like with my wife?
Not with your wife, but more so like your ex. Like, do you think like it
Oh,
affected like
no.
your
That had
your
nothing to do with
relationship
it
with
at
them?
all. Zero.
Okay.
Zero impact on that. Yeah. In fact, it mostly got bad during the time when I was falling out with my ex. That's when it got really bad.
Okay.
Basically,
That makes sense.
I've said this to my audience too. Like there was a time period for about a year and a half where we were living together, but we weren't really together. You know what I'm saying? Like we were more like
Mhm.
roommates than we were romantic, and there was so much bad going on there, and that was one of the things that got me kind of hooked into spending on WWE Supercard, which was the first one that I really started spending insane amounts of money on.
Okay.
Do you think you're actually done doing this Lal Cow live shit? Completely done 100%? Or do you think that
No.
this is just a time where you might go back to it if the money's good or if things get bad? I'm just curious about where you are in your mindset with that right now.
The honest answer is, do I think I'm completely done with locale? Probably not. Um,
Thank you for
and
being honest. Thank
I,
you,
I,
because
I
I think a lot of
s-
people, you've been saying, no, you're done with it. That's actually, I think,
in my mind, I'm done with it.
mm,
Completely done with it. But I don't like to burn bridges. I don't like to like shut doors I don't have to shut, and that's mainly from anxiety. And like, there's so many things that can happen. Like one of the reasons I'm allowed to make this choice, where I go from making doctor money back to making like $40,000 a year, is because I saved 90% of my locale money and I invested it and I put it in other places. I put it in things that appreciate, and that allows me to have a little bit of financial freedom and not have to like curtail to anybody or like work on somebody else's schedule or do things like that. But if it ever came down to it and I was desperate, I'd go back on hands and knees groveling. I'm never going to like put my self-respect ahead of like my wife's health or like something my wife desires. If I have to shovel shit to buy pills, I'm gonna shovel shit to buy pills. I'm never gonna say I'm never gonna go back. But in my headspace right now, I don't want to be a part of it,
mm,
not because of anything or not because I dislike anybody, but I just find it like it doesn't fit my mental health. That's the end of it all. Like I even Keemstar said himself, like he doesn't want to do the show, so he's in the same headspace I'm in. Like you just get burned out on it, like doing a show 6 days a week for 2 hours a day, and it's constantly keeping up with the drama. It's exhausting. It's the same reason I try to hold on to the video games. I know this is kind of making it about me again. I don't want to be like a pot like a dude that's like left wing or right wing and doing politics and news, because like first off, it's another saturated market, and second off, it just makes you depressed to watch the news all the time.
sure,
So
very
it's
true.
like,
Very true,
yeah,
especially in today's world. How crazy shit has gotten. So let me ask you this then. This is a follow-up question. Honest question, a few weeks ago, well, at this point, it was like a month and a half ago. Holy shit, how time flies. When you had messaged me to talk to me about it and say, about possibly appearing on my show and stuff, 100% honest answer, was that because you had had a change of heart, you had come out of this depression era, and
No,
you wanted to
Keemstar
do it?
asked me to.
That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. And the thing, I'll say this publicly, all right? I don't have any ill will towards Keem at all. I don't. I really don't give a shit about anything he does anymore. Like I used to. I used to be a hater, right? I used to dump on
Yeah.
this guy and say, I hate your content. I wish him all the success in the world. I really do. But I would have thought that by now, he would have known the kind of guy that I am and the way that I operate. That if he had come to me and said, hey, let's plan something, let's have you on the show, let's do this, then I might have considered it. But the fact that he had you and Boogie come out to do it, that's just like, how does he not know yet? I mean, how many interactions have we had where I've told
let,
him I'm
let,
an honest guy, you got to be upfront with me, you got to be transparent with me, and then I'll
let me
consider
let,
shit. You know what I
let me be
mean?
the let me be the lapdog here. People assume Keem just sits around drunk all day. He doesn't. He's got a lot on his plate. Like he does like he still does Drama Alert on 2 platforms. He's always trying to launch something. He has Happy Punch he's got to work with. He has to do the boxing stuff. Then he has Locale Live, which is it is what it is. It's an amalgamation of whatever, right? And there's constantly people begging for his time and attention every which way but loose. So like if he can
Except me.
except if he can outsource something, he usually does it, not because he doesn't want to do it. He does like, "Well, I'm too good to talk to Phil." It's just like it's one more thing he has to do during the day. And if he can go like, "Hey, Jordy, you've been talking to Phil. Go ask Phil if he'll be on the show," instead of reaching out. And I know you want the interpersonal touch, but that's the real juxt of it. Like people want me to talk bad about Keemstar. I'm not. I mean, every person makes mistakes. Every person's judgment is based on their own world experience. And Keemstar always thinks he's doing the best for him and his friends, even though it's not always the case. I like Keemstar. I can still consider Keemstar my friend. I don't think he's the baddest person as people make him out to be. Right. I'll say this right now: like Keemstar, out of versus anybody else in the YouTube world, has always been more friendly to me and has always made me money every time I've walked around him. And I feel like he's very very loyal when you get to the inner circle. And I don't think his intentions are ever bad. They just sometimes turn out bad. You know.
Hmm. I have so few actual interactions with the guy. I don't have much to really say. You know what I mean? Like I've tried to stay away from it. I don't like the drama. I don't want to be involved with the drama. A lot of people thought today that this is drama, what we're doing right now. I don't think this was drama. I think this was just a fun conversation between two guys, but I don't want to be sucked into that vortex. As much as there is a hurricane blowing around me of all my detractors, I'm just in the center being my own thing. And that's what I mean. Like, I don't want to do lol cow shit. I don't, and Keem keeps thinking that I want to or that I want to make money doing it. I don't, and it's it. Like, I don't have any ill will towards that guy, but he has to understand that if he wants to actually talk to me, he has to talk to me. It's
I think
not,
I don't know. I can't say that you made a mistake not jumping on it, but we made a lot of money.
oh, I believe you.
Yeah,
I believe
but
you, but here's the difference between
yeah.
you and me, and this is fine because we're different people, and that's the good thing about life is that different people are different. That's what makes life special, right? That not everyone's exactly
Mhm.
the fucking same. You went on Lalcow, you did a lot of crazy shit, embarrassing shit, you made a ton of money doing it. At the end of the day, you're happy. You saved all the money, you're in a good spot. It allows you to do whatever the fuck you want right now. Good on you.
Mhm.
I say thumbs up to you. I'm the kind of guy, if I went on Lalcow and I did a bunch of embarrassing, stupid, fucked up shit and I made a lot of money, I would fucking hate myself and I'd be depressed as shit. It would affect my personal life with my wife. I would not be able to go back on stream with my viewers and do what I do. I would actually feel like I ruined everything because I've put so much time, effort, and just a lot of morality into what I feel like I do that to then degrade myself to then just make a quick buck, I couldn't do it. And I understand that not everyone's like me. And I'm not going to hold you to a standard or anything. That's fine. Like, listen, you did good for your family. I'm proud of you, dude. I am. Because I know things weren't going good. And all of a sudden you did that shit. And probably, dude, it probably took an intense amount of fortitude to go through the shit that you went through on that show to make that kind of money. I can't do it. I would actually lose my fucking mind. I would hate
Well,
everything
I'm
about
a
it.
I'm a fat person, and my wife's a cancer survivor, and in my head, like, we're gonna get sick. Even if I snap my fingers right now and turn to a 180-pound man, I've done immense amount of damage to my body. It's not if I'm getting sick, it's when I'm getting sick,
Yeah.
and I don't want to be going to, like, a government agency and be like, "Please, daddy, give me enough money to just for the tooth pull," that kinda shit, right?
That
I
makes a
don't
lot
wanna
of
be that
sense.
person,
That does make a lot of sense. It does. All right.
and I'm willing to have shit dumped on my head to do it.
You say your whole life you've been overweight, right? Like pretty much your whole life you've been an overweight guy. I've
Yep.
heard you recently, and again, this is just me hearing highlights, so I don't know to what extent I've heard the true story. You've said recently that you feel like you're to the point where you have to start losing weight. Like you think you gained
Yes.
those 40 pounds and you're in a situation where, like, oh my God, my body actually feels awful. It's like make or break time, do or
It's
die.
different. It's different this time. Like, my body's telling me that it's different.
Okay. I've also heard you say you're considering going on some of these weight loss drugs and that you've considered doing it, but it's like expensive, so you haven't gotten into it yet. Is that the case? Like that's the next step would be to go on some of these drugs. I don't know what one.
I've already been on them a couple times, and they
Mm,
worked, but I've always used them as, like, I gotta get ready for a fight in London. I need to drop 25, 30 pounds. Here's some Ozempic. Boom. Just be sick, don't eat, train, lose weight quickly, but I've never been on them long term, and the idea is to go onto it long term, but the problem is I'm not diabetic. Even though I'm, like, 400 pounds, my blood work, I shit you not, is good. Like, I have blood work of a normal person.
hmm,
The
that's good.
issue
That's good.
The issue with that is my insurance won't pay for it. Like, it's like
Gotcha.
400 to $600 a month every month. So it's like a car payment for something like, do I have the willpower to invest this money into myself and actually go through with it?
Right. Right. Because as you know, if you get on it, it's not just taking the drug. It's a whole
Yeah.
lifestyle change. It's a diet change. It's a health. It's all kinds of things that you're
You know,
gonna
I
have
lost
to
weight once
change to
before.
make it stick. You did once. I forget. Now was it because you were working out? That wasn't the
No,
surgery, was it?
I cut my stomach out, and that worked. It 100% worked. I would have gotten down to your size.
Mhm.
The problem is, as soon as I did that, the trolling kicked up astronomically. And just like anybody else that's an addict,
Mhm.
and when I started stressing out and not knowing where the next paycheck was coming from, I drowned myself with chicken tenders and Coca-Cola and things like that. That's like I have gray hair now. I say strictly from that period of time where I lost my Twitch channel. Like I that was such a detrimental blow to me because I went from making $7,000 a month plus doing DoorDash to losing DoorDash and losing my Twitch partnership to being unemployed within a period of 2 months. It is like, and then they got my YouTube banned for a while,
Yeah.
and I'm on Facebook, fucking Facebook streaming to like 150 motherfuckers.
Jeez. So in regards to this right now, would you agree, like we've just said, you are getting into a better headspace now, correct? You are. You're like you're not feeling as bad.
Not
You're,
currently, no.
so you're not in a better headspace now.
No, I'm depressed right now. Like I'm literally sleeping 15 hours a day. I was asleep right before I woke up here.
Wow.
Like my whole day is sleeping and playing Battlefield right
So
now.
it's
It's like,
step one before you get on a drug, before you even start working out, before you start do any of this shit, dude. Man to man, you have to fucking start eating better right now. Like, I'm not talking about tomorrow. I'm not talking about in a week. I'm talking about this moment that I'm talking to you, Jordy.
mhm.
You have to start eating better right now because the stuff that you're putting in your body is directly responsible for what's going on right now.
Yeah, it's I'm poisoning myself, but, like, if it was that simple, like, don't drink the poison, Jordy, it's not that simple, though.
Oh, I'm not saying it's simple.
It's not that
Oh,
simple.
I know it's not
Like,
simple. I know it's
I
not.
mean,
I've been through a lot of shit myself. When I
'cause
was
I
younger,
think at one point you used to be an alcoholic, right?
that's exactly what I was about to say.
Yeah.
That when I was younger, dude, that was my escape. That was how I slept at night when stuff was going horribly. It was just drinky, drinky, and it all goes away because now, who cares, right? I don't care in the world
Mhm.
anymore. I'm drunk. But for me, what I want to tell you is the easiest way to do it, because this is how I started doing it, and it might not work for you, but I want to try
Right.
to help you if I can. For example, if you're going to make a change, don't make a shocking, immediate change because this is what people tell you. You've got to stop doing it immediately. Bullshit. That never works. You can't just go cold turkey on anything. It will never work. That's nonsense. You have to wean yourself off of shit, right? So right now, am I understanding that almost all food that you eat is takeout, correct?
Oh, 100%, most of the time, yeah.
Okay.
90% of the time.
So what you got to start doing is number one, if it's going to be takeout, you got to find something in the takeout that you can start to eliminate. So for example, it's takeout, but you're not going to get a soda. You're going to get the
Oh,
burger, you're going to get all that shit, but you're not going to drink the soda.
the soda's what I want the most, though.
I know it is. That's why you got to not do it. I know, because that's the dangerous shit. A lot of people
Yeah.
say it's the food. Oh no, it's the drinks, it's the soda and the sugary shit that you put. That is the most dangerous. I used to drink coffees with sugar and cream and all this shit, and I'd have 3, 4 of them a day. Dude, that is so many
Dude,
calories and shit. That's awful for you. You don't
like, the
realize you're
soda
doing it.
makes the meal because, like, you could give me, like, mashed potatoes and fried chicken and all the stuff I like to eat, but if you give me a glass of water with it, I won't be able to enjoy it. I
Yeah,
need the Pepsi Cola or the Coca-Cola to
I
go
hear
with
you.
it to
And I used to
it's
do
like
that when I started on YouTube. I had to have my sugary drink. So I always had an energy drink or I had the sugary shit. And then when I did, I started phasing it out and doing something different. Instead of it being
I've been
sugary,
trying.
I had what's that?
It's a
Uh,
Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar, and, like, I got, like, a
It's
water here with me, like,
okay.
I'm trying.
That's better. That's definitely better. It's not great. It's
Yeah.
still better because now you don't got the sugar. You got the artificial sweetener, which is still bad, but it's not as bad as the pure sugar. That's for sure. That the full sugar shit, you've got to cut out. To be honest,
I've been trying to wean myself down to 2 a day, and then almost try to go down to 1,
yeah.
and then down because, like, and I feel the gap with this shit, like, this zero sugar shit. Like, I'm allowed 2 full strength ones, but if I need to fill the gap, I also try to drink 4 of these a day, but I drink the vast majority of my calories because my stomach's still small.
How long do you stream when you stream? How long are your actual streams?
2 to 3 hours.
In a go. All right.
Yeah.
I got just throwing this out there. All right. Well, what if starting today you do not eat and drink when you're on a stream? Only water. That's it. You're
That's
allowed
easy.
water.
That's easy. I can do that.
Do it right now. I'm serious. This would be a constructive change you could make to your content and yourself when you're streaming only water. All right. Number one, you're already going to get used to a time period where your body says, I'm only getting water. It's going to be normal. And after a while, you
Yeah.
won't care about drinking the water during the streams anymore. It's just a normalized behavior. Number two, you're not going to give your trolls the ammo of seeing you stuff your face and drink the soda and then they got the clip they want. You're taking it
Mhm.
away from them and you're doing something good for yourself. I think that this could help you a big amount right now if you could make that change. All right. I'm not holding you to it. I'm just making the suggestion. As someone who has been catching up with you and watching some of your content, and I'm seeing this go down, and I'm like, dude, he's drinking the soda. He's talking about eating a double whopper.
Why are
Like,
you watching those troll videos?
because it's a quick way to get
Yeah.
involved in what's going on negatively with you, so I can see the public perception of you.
I'm never going to take offense, dude. Every day of my life, somebody talks shit about me. I'm not gonna take offense to words. The only time words even hurt is if there's, like, a hint of truth behind them. Like, people call me, like, fat, wife beating, pedophile every fucking day of my life. None of that's fucking well, fat part's true, but I've heard the fat part to the point where it's like, okay, I'm numb to being called fat. Like,
Yeah,
that hurt in kindergarten, right?
I know, and me too.
But
Like,
when there's truth to it, like wings, you're gonna die penniless and broke on the government. That would hurt my feelings.
so. All right, Jordy, I want to say thank you. I think this was a great 2-hour conversation, wasn't it? Did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah, I knew I was gonna enjoy myself. I didn't come here with like ulterior motives.
We'll see how
Can I
people
upload this?
react. Go for it.
Looks like this stream's getting deleted.